Hi guys, this is Duffy from Advanced Electronics. Just a quick how-to video. This is on how to change the service due date. A common question that's been asked, obviously the service due date has got typically a 5-year duration before the panel will then display a service reminder. Okay guys, so we can see the control panel identifying the panel in reception. It's telling us here, top right hand side, there's one zone in fault. There's a service due. Scroll to the right hand side for extra information. Obviously the panel's in fault, so you can press the mute button, mute the buzzer. You'll see obviously the fault LED will go to a steady on. That's because we've acknowledged the fault. It's telling us now there is a service due. So scroll to the right hand side for extra information. The monitor, you can see it's address 13. There's no loop identified, so this is an internal panel multimeter address. And it's telling us it's node 0. It's a standalone system. If it was a network system, then it would identify the node number here. So what it's telling us, the system needs service. For service, call your company telephone number. Obviously, you should have your own company telephone number in here. That's part of your system setup. So the panel's gone into fault. We now need to service the system. So press your menu button. We go into Tools. And we're going to commission the system. Put in your password, 7654. Intentionally put the wrong password in, password not recognized. If you come across this situation, press 0. You get an 8-digit algorithm or 16 digits. If you're an account customer, you contact technical support with this number. If you're a non-account customer, then you speak to your distributors about possibly gaining access to that panel. You should ideally know the password to the panel, but it could be a takeover. So do contact the relevant person with that decryption key. Just going to show you that again. So if you don't know the password to the panel, or you forgot it, or the password has been changed, put in what you think is your password. Press the tick button, and when it says password not recognized, press 0. You'll be presented with an algorithm. We need to know what that algorithm is. If the panel is registered to somebody, then there's not a lot we can do. You may need to refer it back to your client. So always remember to make sure you do know the panel access codes. So what I'm going to do, go into commissioning. I know the password, 7654. Once I'm in commissioning, we need to locate the setup menu. So we'll go to next menu and into setup. You'll see this network node 0 to standalone system. If it was a network system, this is where your network settings would be defined. But we're going to scroll down. Remember, all panels being MxPro 5, MxPro 4, they all take their own panel zone. The panel zone should be identified with its own independent text to help locate where the panel is. In this case, the panel is in reception. The panel could be on the 5th floor, the panel could be on the 10th floor. Make sure you put the appropriate text for the panel zone. But what we're interested in this quick tutorial is your service due date. You can see the service telephone number, put in your own company telephone number, and you can see the service due date, 8th of June 2020 at 10 o'clock. This is why my panel's gone into fault, because the service due date has expired. A lot of you guys will already know the default setting for the service due date was the 6th of January 2020, so make sure you are putting the relevant date in place. The next default service date coming from manufacturing is the 6th of January 2025. So what we do in order to rectify the issue, we're here to now service the control panel and test the system. Go into your service due date. I'm happy with the time, or punch in your relevant time. Okay, I'm looking at my service schedule. I'm going to put it for 1 o'clock, and I'm going to put the relevant date in. You can see now I've changed that to Thursday. So if you're unsure, just go back in again. You can see 1 o'clock on Thursday, the 12th of August 2021. That's when my next service due reminder fault is going to give you the indication on the control panel. So make sure you put a relevant time. Make sure the time's within working hours. Could be evening, weekend. This is a tool for you guys to use. So you can proactively plan your service and maintenance, and the panel will help as a reminder to notify the client for you to come and service the system. So put your service due date in. Once that service due date is entered, you'll notice obviously my fault LED has gone out. Okay, exit the system, going back to level 2, System will display normal operation. It's now for you to service and test and make sure that the system's fully operational. Use the test menu or go and activate real devices. Depends on the nature of the building. Hope this tip's been useful. Watch out for a few more videos coming soon.